What's the most important part of ramen?
I would say the balance. Broth, noodles, meat, toppings, everything coming together. One component is good, but the rest aren't.
This video is made possible by our supporters on Patreon, including these fine people. Please visit patreon.com/mabig to sign up for exclusive content, monthly Q&As, and early access to videos. Thank you so much. My name is Matt Biggers, and I'm on a mission to help local restaurants and food businesses survive this pandemic. From craft beer to Mayan cuisine, I want you to order more takeout and more delivery, and if it's safe to do so, come in for socially distanced dining. Quarantine Canteen is a series highlighting some of Louisville's best places to eat and drink, and these independent businesses won't survive without our support. Today, I'll be enjoying ramen with Jonathan Ham, the owner and chef of Ramen House, which the readers of Leo Weekly recently named the best ramen in Louisville. We'll discuss his background and the challenges of running a restaurant in the middle of a pandemic.
It's a little scary right now. It was a statistic from Yelp that said nearly 300 businesses have closed, and it was talking about restaurants. And I had no idea that it was even close to that.
And that just puts things in perspective to people at home watching this, thinking like, you know, their favorite restaurant will make it. Don't worry.
Not always the case.
We'll also talk about the delicious, delightful, bold, and spicy food that Jonathan and his team are still cooking up. Then there was something else that just catches on fire in the kitchen when you're cooking it.
Spicy garlic edamame.
Spicy garlic edamame.
It's one of our more popular appetizers. It's butter, chili oil, edamame, a little bit of soy sauce, garlic, saute.
I was looking around, and you've got some signs that say, what is it? Get drunk and eat ramen?
Yes, sir. It's the slogan to live by.
Well, thank you. Cheers.
Not a problem.
Where did this journey begin?
I grew up eating my mom's bulgogi, bulgogi.
Are you Korean American?
Yes, sir.
Ramen is
Japanese.
I noticed on your menu it's kind of a mashup of the two. We've got Korean dishes, we've got, you know, Japanese dishes. What made you decide to put them together?
Well, we started off with a base of ramen, and we wanted to expand the menu while also paying homage to my mom. I was interested in sushi. I was serving at a sushi restaurant. I bounced around learning from different chefs, and ultimately I ended up in Las Vegas. And I fell in love with the ramen scene in Las Vegas.
Really? There's a ramen scene?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would go around in Vegas trying all the ramen spots, rating them.
Were you working in a ramen restaurant?
No.
Back in Vegas? Still working a sushi restaurant?
Yes, sir. Still doing sushi. But on my off days, every single week, I would go and eat a different ramen spot.
So what were you seeing in Louisville that said, okay, yeah, this could work?
While I was in Vegas, every time friends would visit me from Louisville, I would always think, we need something like this in Louisville, because I would take them to the ramen restaurants out there. And every single one of them agreed. I was like, this would be great in Louisville. Oh, you could bring that.
All right. Got an appetizer here. So first, this is, what am I about to eat here?
This is broiled eel.
I love eel. It's probably top 3 favorite foods.
Wow.
Anywhere in the world, I love everything about it.
Wow.
Tell me how the eel is prepared.
Coming from a sushi background, we slice it thin and we broil it in an oven. Gives it those crispy edges, still soft on the inside. A little bit of eel sauce.
What's eel sauce?
Condensed soy sauce and sugar.
I like it. All right, so we have broiled eel and
Kimchi.
Kimchi. I'm also a lover of all things kimchi. Just plain kimchi, grilled kimchi, kimchi fried rice, all of it.
The funkier the better.
The funkier the better. Tell me about the business struggles with this pandemic.
It's rough. I feel like more than anything, it's the peace of mind that you lose, where you don't know where business is gonna go. You don't know if customers are gonna keep coming, or it's like more day to day than it used to be. Before we were steady always, line out the door.
Yeah, I waited in that line.
Just felt good. Like we all felt like, oh, this is great. We're building the business. But there's some days now you just get scared and you're like, what if we don't make it out of this? I have 15 employees that if this business closes, all of them are jobless, right? And it's not like, personally, I don't think there's jobs just open everywhere.
I'm unemployed, and because of this pandemic, directly related to this pandemic, it is a struggle. Is it even worth looking right now? Is there even anything available? And that's part of the motivation for making this video series. Instead of sitting around complaining and being depressed and just like stuck in my house all day, why don't I just go out and help restaurants?
Which I think what you're doing is awesome. I'm very grateful that you're even here doing this right now, really.
And I hope it has helpful results, even a few people. All right, I'm gonna try this ramen. Now you put eel in my ramen as well.
You asked for it.
This, I've never had eel in my ramen. That's new. Oh yeah, you're looking good. Looking good.
How can we add different options to ramen? Bulgogi or chicken bulgogi or eel in a ramen is something I've personally never seen before or eaten before, but when we tried it, it was amazing. It was a no-brainer, at that point.
What's in this one?
It's first chicken broth based. It has a blend of soy sauces, a couple of Japanese soy sauces, and it actually uses the Kentucky bourbon barrel soy sauce.
Oh, wow.
So I try to incorporate that. Personally, that's one of my favorites to eat right there, to show you.
Unagi. Just, you could eat this.
Chicken of the sea.
It's so good. And for people that haven't tried eel, it kind of tastes like a white fish and a chicken had a baby. It's good. I love it. It should be served in school cafeterias.
It's hard pressed. It's kind of weird that a ramen restaurant serves eel, but I'm not a real stickler for rules. You eat it and it's delicious, and who's to tell you how you should or shouldn't? There's people who are, oh, you're supposed to do this and that. I get it, but everyone eats it differently.
What's your message to folks? What do you have to say to them?
It's a struggle for all of us. I would say come and support local restaurants. Not only the restaurants, but if you think about the workers working at those restaurants, they got families, they have rent to pay, and they got to eat as well.
So what do you love about this place?
I mean, everything. This is my life. This is my blood, sweat, and tears, My whole life has led me to here.